All right, today in Garage Mahal, we are going to be doing a 2018 Toyota Tundra pickup truck. I believe it has the 4.7 liter engine in it, 9 quarts of oil this sucker takes, well, 8.5 per specs. And a couple things to look for on this is you got one bolt in the front here, that's a 10 mil. I already got that pretty well loosened up. I'll take that off. And then there are a couple 10 millimeter bolts that you got to get to. Actually, I think it's 13 millimeter bolts to get to in here. And you got to drop this plate down to get to that oil filter that is behind there. Kind of hard to see, but once we drop that down, and there is a special oil filter wrench that you need to get, special adapter. I'll show you that in a second. All right, so after you get the bolts down, it's going to tilt forward. It's got 2 little hooks. They're not the greatest hooks in the world, but they're hooks there and they'll hold that plate for you. And then in here, this is where the oil filter actually is, and you need a special adapter to get that out, and that's what that is. And you pick that up on Amazon. I'll put the link for the most inexpensive one I found. Anyway, and it basically has these grooves up here that will make it grip really tight onto this outer cover. So I tried this, but unfortunately that did not work too well to get that out. So you definitely need a cup to loosen that up. So that's step 1. And step 2 is making sure you drain your oil, which is over here on this side. And it's got a 14 millimeter plug. So just undo that and let all 8.5 quarts drain out. Okay. All right, before you remove this, there is a oil filter drain plug that has a 3/8 inch ratchet on that. And you gotta basically loosen that up, and then you're gonna drain the oil out of that filter. And then then you're gonna need one of these little adapters to get up there and grip onto that filter. So if you have you see how it grips onto those grooves, and it's a specialty part that you got to buy. I'll put the links below. But anyway, that's step 2, and you got to sit and wait till this empties out. And like I said, that is about 9 quarts of oil that comes out of that. All right, stay tuned. All right, after you got it drained out, make sure that you're putting your oil plug back in, torque the spec. And then after we have loosened this one up, we're going to drain this filter out. Not too much usually comes out, but it's enough to relieve pressure on that, so that's good. So next part is going to be releasing the filter, which definitely gets messy. So let's get this lined up the right way. All right, that sucker's got some torque on it, but okay, once we got the torque released enough, you can do it by hand. Make sure you slide your drain in place. And that's your filter. Pay close attention to how you're taking this out. So when you put the new one back in, obviously put it on the right way. So we'll just leave that there for reference. Let that drain out. And that's all there is to that on that side. Alright, so something to pay attention to. It's got these 3 grooves that line up on this tool. So that's going to get you maximum torque on it, and then you got the single one over there. And obviously when you are unscrewing this, make sure that you have good upward pressure on this so it doesn't slip. And these things will slip. Some garages put this under a lot of torque. But anyway, just give you kind of a heads up on that. Alright, and for this truck with the 4.7, it's got the EcoGuard X5702. These are the brand I usually use. It comes with brand new seal gaskets on it. So it comes with two because other vehicles are going to need that center one. But in this one, you only need this outer gasket O-ring, and here's the O-ring right here. And what I usually use is a little pick tool, and I can pull that right off, and then you can put the new one right on. You basically kind of like stretch it and roll it on real good. And then it also comes with this little plug. That's for another set of vehicles, not for this one, but it comes in that kit. You don't need that. And then you basically have this your brand new filter. And if you ever want to see the difference between, you know, that one's been around for a while, and then this is your new one. And you can put it any direction, which is good. It kind of helps take out the guesswork of that. But anyway, let me show you how to get that gasket off, and go from there. All right, so basically you're getting a little pick tool and just pulling up on this, and that gets your O-ring right out. Quick and easy. Put your new O-ring back on, and they slip on pretty good. And you want to make sure that it snaps into this little groove there. You can see that pretty good. Okay, make sure that it falls into the groove all the way around. Then put your new oil filter on, and then you're basically putting it back into place. And just run your hands over this real quick just to make sure you get some oil on that so it goes back into place. And I'm looking to see what the torque spec is on this. All right, it says 25 nanometers is what you need. So put that back up. All right, now it's starting to get difficult to push in. All right, again, make sure you're lining the grooves up to proper spots. And then just keep a good forward torque up on this so it stays on. Torque it to spec. And now we'll put that bottom plug back in. Okay, and that's all there is to it. And then you're basically putting this back up, putting your bolts back into place, and you're good to go. Next step, filling it with oil. All right, I've been saying a 4.7 liter. It's actually the 4.6 V8 Toyota engine that is in this 2018 Tundra. But anyway, this is your oil cap, and they are usually on there super tight, like most newer cars. So you're gonna need a pair of pliers to kind of get that thing loose a little bit. And it says right on the cap, 020W is what you need for that. So get yourself a long funnel, and then like I said, this model engine takes 8.5 quarts of oil. So it's going to take you a little bit of time to fill her up, but you know, just start pouring your oil in. Just let them all drain out as much as they can. And then I always take this opportunity to look to see, check brake fluid, make sure that level's okay, and we're good there. And then you want to check your power steering, which is over here. That level's good. Your washer fluid, I'll add some there because he's a little bit low. And then your coolant level on this truck, your coolant level's right here, and that also is a little bit low, so we'll add some to that as well. But it's a great opportunity to do that, as well as go through and make sure that the tire pressure is good on all the tires. And on this particular model with these tires, it needs 44 pounds of pressure. But anyway, go ahead and put your 8.5, 9 quarts of oil in there, and then you're good and ready to go. Just make sure that the dipstick is on this side, that you are checking, and make sure that that is on there. Oil's into the fill area, actually beyond the fill area, and you're good to go. All right, Brian. All right, that's Brian from Garage Mall. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Have a great day. Be safe.